Good morning. This is Dr. T. A. Sundarabadivel. So, in this lecture, we are going to see the first stage in new product development. It is called as idea generation. What is idea generation? Ideas form the base from which we start building up. They could be abstract, concrete, or visual. An idea generation technique is a creative process of coming up with solutions and ideas. It also involves developing these ideas and communicating them. So, in this case, entrepreneurial idea could be setting up a platform that caters to all the legal needs of the people and help them understand it easily. Idea generation is the first step for any product development. This requires us to look for feasible product options that can be executed. It is very much important step for an organization to solve their problems. It requires us to do market research and SWOT analysis. We should aim to come up with an idea that is unique from our competitors and can be used profitably. For example, self-sanitizing door handles could be a product that we look at. It is an unique idea and would be in high demand because of the current shift towards a healthy lifestyle. Actually, this process may be different from different organization and different people. But there are three main steps in this process. It starts with the identification of the question or the problem we need to solve, after which we need to come up with the ideas and profitable solutions. It will be the probable solution. Finally, in the third stage, we select the most suitable idea and execute it. For example, let us suppose we are opening up a restaurant. For firstly, we need to identify what question we need to answer. Let us assume we want to decide. We want to decide upon a name of the restaurant. Now we will use different techniques. It may be brainstorming. We may ask suggestions from our relatives and friends, that is brainstorming, mind mapping, etc., to come up with ideas for the names. In the last step, finally we will choose the most appropriate name from the different names we came up with the second step. So there are different idea generation techniques. The first one is the mind mapping technique of presenting any information. It is a technique of presenting any information. Here we show the links between the different elements or the piece of information. The link or connection is usually shown with the help of these lines and arrows. It is a visual way of presenting any information. For example, let us suppose we want a name for our new application. We will start by writing the main name in the center of the paper, which here is the name for our new application. From the center point, we will have arrows pointing out. These arrows will point to the main things to be kept in mind while thinking of a name, like guideline, visualization, and production, productivity, etc. So now from every key aspect there will be more arrows pointing out. So these arrows will describe the key aspect in detail, like guidelines, then vision, mission, quality policy, etc. So it will talk about the name being able to express what the application does, following the main naming scheme. Then the next step is the reverse thinking. Reverse thinking means it is unusual thinking. How to increase our followers on social media platforms, for example. So it is our usual way of thinking. So in reverse thinking, we can tell that how will I not increase my followers on social media platform. So it will give an example. It will give some answers like by not posting regularly or posting low quality content, etc. In these ways we will not get more followers on the social media. So we can eradicate those things, and we can make it in a useful way. Now we just have to reverse our answers. This is reverse thinking. Then the next stage is the brainstorming. So this technique, it is a quantitative technique. Okay, so it means that several colleagues of our company or our family members have to sit together, and a problem is put forth of us, and then each and every person will give some solution for the problem. So we will get different solutions for a problem. So this is called brainstorming. And next one is SCAMPER. SCAMPER is an acronym for substitute, combine, adapt, magnify, put to others, users, eliminate, rearrange, substitute. For example, if we are a manufacturer of cloths, so in what sort of substitute we can create for our clothes what we are existingly manufacturing. So we can go for eco-friendly option so that it can be reused. So we can eliminate the use of biopolymers, or polymers, etc. So all these things combined together form the SCAMPER. Then comes Synectic. So it is developed by George M. Prince and William J.J. Jordan. So in this technique we take apart a thing and then put it back together. So we can find out the better understanding of how things work. Okay. So if there are maybe some 50 parts of a product, we can remove some few parts of that product, and we can find out how that product works. If we remove a spring, how that product works. So it will not gain its again in the same position, it will not come to the again same position. So like that we can understand how things work. That is called Synectic. Then role playing. In this technique, different participants takes different roles, like customers, suppliers, etc., etc. So they can tell their views, their its and buts can be told. So it can be identified from role playing. We will get more ideas. Then storyboarding. So in the storyboarding technique, we can portray different scenes in the form of a storyboard. So this helps us in a better visualization, and we can make changes accordingly, and we will get few pictures, illustrations, other informations to present our ideas. So it will be used in the storyboards. So we will get some better visualization and better idea. Then comes brain writing. In this technique, a group of people, they may be exactly related to the company or their customers, or they may not be the customer, they may be the supplier, etc. They will be given a piece of paper and they will be given that problem. The problem will be put forth to those people, and they will give some solution for that problem. Okay. So in this way also we can add some proper solution. We will get some proper solution. Then forced relationship. So a very good example has been given here, a calculator and a pencil. So there is no relation, no physical relationship between calculator and a pencil. If we were given a calculator and a pencil and we were asked to form a new product with calculator and a pencil, what we will do? We will make use of calculator and a pencil, and then we will make a touch screen calculator. So even now the touch screen calculator is not that much available. The mobile phones it is available, but physically touch screen calculator alone is not available. So it is a new product. Like this we can go for a forced relationship. Okay, a water can and a motorbike, or a water can and a chair can be given, and we may be asked to produce a product with those things and lot more. Then finally collaboration. We can collaborate with the industry experts, specialists, and people working in the same domain, so we can collaborate with them and we can get more idea. The 5 W's: why, who, when, where, what and H. 5, this is actually 5W 1H. Okay, so by answering these questions we will get brainstormed and we will get more information about the product or process, whatever we are doing, we are planning to do. Who, what, where, when and why. Answering these 5 W's helps us to achieve a very holistic view of the topic under discussion, and it is efficient way to come up with the solution and ideas. Then listening. Listening, actually we should not think that we are the God, we are the Lord, we are the ultimate person for that product. So we know everything. That sort of mentality should not be there. So we should be able to, we should be ready to hear from our customers, employees. Even employees, lower level employees have better ideas than the management. Okay, because they are the one who are working, actually literally they are working on the product. So they will be knowing this nut should not come here, it should come 1 centimeter away from here. If it is coming, all these problems will be solved. That sort of understanding they will be having. So we have to hear them. Then accidental genius. So this idea generation technique believes that writing can help us come with good ideas. So here writing is believed to be trigger for ideas. So this technique asks us to write freely without any editing. Whatever idea is being generated in our mind, it should be written, okay, without any editing. So we will get some solutions. Whatever is wrong, it may be eradicated, and then we will get good solutions. Then finally, visualization. Visualization is nothing will be good more than seeing. Whatever we see, it will be understood very easily. So whatever idea we are getting, we can try to make it visually. In this technique we approach the problem visually. So we will get some very good solutions. Then removing assumptions. Removing assumptions in the sense, we cannot assume anything just like that. Like for example, if we want to open a new school, what are the things we need? There should be physical classrooms. So everybody will assume that we need to have a very big building. So in that building we need to have very big classrooms. Number of classrooms should be there. Then a fixed curriculum decided beforehand. Then more emphasis on theoretical knowledge. So these are some of the assumptions what we are everybody will have. So let us assume that we are removing the first assumption, physical classrooms. So why can't we run a school without physical classroom? Yes, we can run it. We could open a school that has online classes or has classes outdoors. So we can make use of all the others throughout the world, because though it is online, we can call any best professor or best teacher for teaching. In this way, doing away with an assumption will help us to explore new ideas. That's all. So these are that stage 1 of idea generation, that is idea generation technique. Thank you.